Ministers, Excellencies, colleagues, it is a real pleasure and honour to be here today for this important dialogue on circular economy and sustainable use of natural resources. It's really excellent to see this critical topic as the focal issue for your 69th session of the Commission. As you know well, a healthy environment and ecosystem is a critical foundation for a healthy society and economy. They are inseparable. At the World Economic Forum, this has been central to our work for decades, and the COVID-19 pandemic has only amplified our ambition to ensure that climate change and nature are core to economic strategies. Just as one illustration, in 2020, we called on all our partners to take net zero decarbonisation commitments by 2050 or sooner, complemented by a clear roadmap and set of interim targets. The COVID-19 crisis has, I think, highlighted two important lessons for us as we enter our discussions today. First, we must take scientific warnings seriously. The potential spread of deadly zoonotic viruses was a known risk that environmental scientists had warned about. Risk experts had equally surfaced infectious disease as a top global risk within our annual risk report. What might have felt a few years ago like a distant threat has resulted in over a year-long global health and economic crisis. And those same scientists and the same risk experts have consistently, over the past decade, signalled even more strongly that climate change, natural disasters, and environment-related risks are more likely and have greater potential impact. Ignoring these warnings comes at incredible potential cost, as we have seen with COVID. And second, if pushed to the point of crisis, we can move to action. COVID has undoubtedly pushed an incredible acceleration in vaccine innovation, but it is fair, I think, to say that many of us thought that we would have had COVID-19 under control within the year. Yet the virus remains difficult to tame. Our innovative capacity has proved incredible, but unleashing it only after a crisis is in full swing means that we're playing cat and mouse between nature, humanity, and the economy. Now, taking these lessons into account, let me turn to the potential of the circular economy and natural resource management. The circular economy is about fundamentally rethinking how we produce and consume in a way that optimizes natural resources and mitigates environmental impact. Yes, the aim is to address the risks I've spoken about, but business and countries realize that the circular economy can also generate new economic opportunity. Accenture has estimated that the circular economy can in fact yield a $4.5 trillion opportunity to 2030. So the trend is clear. Companies, big and small, as well as governments, are taking action to progress the circular economy. More and more governments around the world are shaping circular economy roadmaps, from the Netherlands, Finland, to Colombia, Chile, the UAE, and more. Companies are setting bold commitments as well. IKEA, for example, has committed to become 100% circular by 2030. Dell has committed to take one product back for every one they sell by 2030. And Apple has committed to use fully recycled or renewably sourced materials in all of their products. Circular innovators are equally emerging around the world. Hello Tractor runs a sharing service for farm machinery right across Africa. Safi Organics, a Kenyan startup, produces carbon-negative fertilizer from waste. Algramo, a Chilean startup, is doing away with single-use plastic through an innovative low-cost refill service. The movement is truly going global. So this is positive progress, but much more is needed. In fact, the world is less than 9% circular according to the 2021 Circularity Gap Report. So we are far from a point of mainstreaming the circular economy in practice. So what needs to happen? At the World Economic Forum, we have been driving the circular economy agenda across 3 key domain areas. First, leadership and commitment. In 2017, we built and launched the platform for accelerating the circular economy to convene CEOs and ministers to commit to the circular economy transition. Moving away from our optimized linear system is a huge change management exercise and requires strong commitments to push that change. Second, and following commitment, we must drive action. We need to transform value chains and sectors from plastics, electronics, through to heavy industry and others. In 2018, we launched the Global Plastic Action Partnership and more recently, the Circular Electronics Partnership. Just last week, we launched work on the circular economy for net zero industry transition at the World Circular Economy Forum and Climate in collaboration with the Netherlands and Japan. This work recognizes that sectors like steel and cement, aluminium and chemicals are responsible for 60% of industry emissions. As demand for these materials is expected to increase, current decarbonization measures related to renewable energy and production efficiency will be quickly outpaced by increasing emissions from higher production. This emissions reduction gap needs to be closed to reach the Paris Agreement targets. And this can be achieved by transitioning to new and more circular business practices. And finally, we must already unleash our innovation potential, as I highlighted earlier. The 4th industrial revolution offers incredible technology from blockchain, sensors, big data, and more that are enabling everything from new business models through to material product passports. Circular innovators and system disruptors are emerging around the world, which is what our Scale 360 initiative aims to support. So an important theme across all of our work and this agenda is that driving this transformation requires large-scale collaboration across public, private, and all societal actors. Gone is the time to sit and point fingers at each other to take a lead, because we know that we need a combination of action and commitment from policy, finance, business, citizens, and innovators, all working in tandem to get the system moving quickly. So let me just close by saying how pleased I am to see the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe focusing on this important agenda. Europe has played a critical leadership role globally in raising awareness about the circular economy and shaping ambitious policies and regulations. We still need your leadership, commitment, and collaboration to implement the circular economy in practice. And I hope that through your discussions today, you can emerge with tangible partnerships to do just that. I wish you an excellent discussion, and please do reach out to the World Economic Forum and the platform for accelerating the circular economy if we can be of any assistance. Thank you.